fellow babies, and welcome to the penultimate 42 show of the year. And we start off with an unholy, ungodly, hideous, vile creature that could be lurking in your hot tub right now.
Oh, thanks very much. I thought we'd just start with the story. Yes, we're going to start talking about an environmentalist. Pierce Brosnan could face prison time after being accused of entering a forbidden area. Whose forbidden area, we ask?
Mine.
Venturing, oh, look at him. Venturing into an off-limits thermal area of Yellowstone National Park in November, and not Yogi Bear's thermal area, if you know what I mean. Brosnan, 70. Hey, he looks good for 70. Is facing 2 charges as he's accused of hiking off the approved trails into a delicate and dangerous thermal area at Mammoth Terraces, a large complex of hot springs located in the northwest corner of National Park. The Mammoth Terraces is a popular spot in Yellowstone and feature 2 boardwalks, an upper and lower one, where visitors are permitted to safely hike and view the hot springs. But federal laws state visitors must stick to the designated walkways, and venturing off them is punishable with up to 6 months in jail and a fine of $5,000. Yes, naughty man. See, the National Park Service warns that more than 20 people have died after they've entered or fell into the Yellowstone hot springs. Among them was a 70-year-old man whose foot was discovered floating in one of the hot springs by a park by an employee last August. Now, Pierce Brosnan should know this, because that's what happened in the beginning of Dante's Peak.
That's right. He's already been through this.
He knows what he's doing. He's an expert.
Where's Linda Hamilton? Slap the lad, will you?
Yeah, leave the man alone. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I wonder, though, is this a situation of, oh, but I'm a celebrity, so it's okay, like,
I'm Pierce Brosnan, don't you know?
Yeah. Like Seinfeld would say, don't worry, it's okay, we're comedians.
I'm an actor.
Yeah. So we got another funny one here. We reported there very recently about that guy in Congress or whatever who was, playing twizzle sticks with his buddy on camera in the big room where they all do like political crap and whatnot. Well, there's a university in Wisconsin, and the chancellor thought, great idea. I'll bone my wife and film it at the school. So, yeah, he's not doing well either. Joe Gow and his wife Carmen have subjected the university to significant reputational harm. See, and this is the problem. If you're going to film home porn, you got to do it properly. You got to account for lighting and, you might have to film some B-roll to fill in some blanks. Like, you can't just do this garbage, right? Come on.
Do a shoddy job. They've got the reputation to think of.
Exactly. I want to see her moan, man. No, I'm just kidding. But clearly, how many times has filming sex gone wrong for people before somebody wakes up and goes, you know what? I think I'll put the phone away for this one. Come on, people. Enough.
Yeah, save it for your OnlyFans for intelligent people, for educated minds.
If you're going to film home porn, go to the thrift store and get a Betamax home video recorder, because nobody can play it then. You'll be fine.
We have this quadratic equation. Me and my wife are going to have sex on camera. See if you can solve the quadratic equation before we finish.
And then I think, I think there's a problem when it comes to parks and recreation, and it just might be Pierce's problem.
Yeah, it's Brosnan's other favorite park. Yeah, a park strewn with sex toys, condoms, and pants as prostitutes descend over Christmas. Look, there's still a pussy there in the picture. Look. It's reported that prostitution in Spark Hill Park in Birmingham is becoming a significant significant issue. Vulnerable women are resorting to sex work in a family park this Christmas due to the rising costs of living. Not only are drug dealers present during daytime hours, but sex work is the main activity after dark. Early this year, discarded condoms, wrappers, and underwear were found hidden behind greenery near the boundary wall of a primary school. And a local said, "It's got worse this year and something must be done. The park is there for the community, but I don't think it's putting families off visiting."
That's actually a quote from PJ CNET in the chat, who lives 3 minutes from there, and I do believe that's his cat.
That's his pussy. On Zitter, someone wrote, "I've heard Spark Hill Park is busy for prostitutes even at Christmas." That actually just sounds like a recommendation. It's on TripAdvisor.
Yeah, there's a note in the park that says this is a great place for gay women to get them on load.
See, the funny thing is, it could still be a family event. Go prostitute spotting. You could do like prostitute bingo. Mom, I found a condom. Put it in the
Is
box,
it filled,
Timmy.
son?
Yeah.
I'm telling you this: if you need to troll some shady park to find like a prostitute, male, female, whatever your thing is, don't care. You're not going to the right dive bars, because you should be getting that shit for free if you're heading to the park to get it. Come on. That's ridiculous. 4 beer tops. Come on. Get it together, people.
You could send one of those used condoms to one of those like DNA ancestry sites.
Yeah. 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 And a related story is a woman has come out as ecosexual because while in the park, she fell in love with one of the trees and is now having a relationship with it. I mean, is that surprising? How many women in life like good wood? Isn't it? I'm not sure she's doing anything out of the ordinary here.
Yes. It wasn't Pierce Brosnan again. I mean, he's not that wooden.
Yeah, well, no, you can't take that kind of wood into the hot spring because it goes soft.
Oh, this is a funny story. Tell more.
Yeah, so let me scroll here. Sonia Splinter. No, Sonia Splinterlip. You got to pronounce it properly. Lives on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. She doesn't live in it. She lives on it. You don't live in the island. I even know this, and I'm almost illiterate, right? The 45-year-old woman was experiencing feelings of loneliness when she stumbled upon a unique connection with an oak tree.
An oak tree.
Yeah. So, she has a great weekend out with the tree, but a little itchy in the morning with the poisony oak side. They first met while on daily walks in 2020. Honey, it's not a tree together? If it's walking with you. There's some dude in a costume going, I can't believe this is fucking working.
Nailed it. They said it would never work.
Yeah. He gets $50 and a good humdinger. It's a bet from the pub. She explains, I was walking a path near the tree 5 days a week for the whole winter, and I noticed a deep longing for the tree. I would lie against it, my breasts bare, heaving with the intensification of my breath.
God, it's getting hot in here.
Yeah, I don't think I could write sleaze. There was an eroticism with something so hard and big holding on my back.
Oh, God. Woman.
She's been longing to find a person who made her feel this way, but nothing had that long, viciously firm hardness to it. I can't do this anymore. Okay, I'm sorry, but honey, you live on Vancouver Island and you're falling in love with a tree. Put the patchouli oil down and step away from the marijuana, honey. Hippiedom has done you way wrong, okay? This is not how it's supposed to work.
I just wonder what the children are going to be like.
Would somebody think of the children?
Yeah, our children, Branchella and Little Stumpy.
Yeah. Now, from a story where the beaver gets no wood to one where he could.
Well, thankfully, after that escapade, this is quite a short story. A huge beaver was removed at Tennessee hospital. Ah, the wonders of modern science. Wait, no, sorry. No, I'll do it again. A huge beaver was removed from a Tennessee hospital.
She gets her wood tomorrow. Stay tuned.
Workers at a Tennessee hospital ended up calling for help when the police calling for help from the police when a huge beaver wandered into the facility and took shelter under a piano. The Bartlett Police Department said in Facebook post that officers were called to St. Francis Hospital on Christmas Day when staff spotted a huge beaver wandering around inside. Put the covers on, sweetheart. Put the covers on. Yeah.
It was Sergeant Buckchuck. They just don't know their animals.
Officers arrived to find the beaver hiding under a piano in a hospital lounge.
Wasn't that one of the answers on Clue?
Police wrote the beaver. Yeah, he was in the hospital lounge and under the piano with the steel pipe. Yeah. Police wrote that the beaver was probably looking to nom a Christmas tree. Oh my God, police reports are really dumbing down now, aren't they? The beaver was not injured, and he was returned to the wild.
What, like Vancouver?
just flung
out.
Yeah.
They put him on a bus and send his punk ass back to Canada.
One-way ticket.
Been there. This is not so funny, but it's got to be reported on.
We'll make it funny.
Yeah, I keep hitting my mute button when I'm trying to hit the bring the thing up on screen thing. I don't know what's with me today. I'm not with it. Russia hid a Chernobyl-style nuclear meltdown in the secret Paradise City.
What?
Yeah, this is now being properly reported. You didn't want to hear that one. Yeah. Codename City 40 was built in secrecy to man the country's nuclear weapons operation, and its residents are exposed to 5 times as much radiation as those living near Chernobyl.
Wow.
Yeah. So, let's see. Where the willing residents were sworn to silence, even knowing they were contaminated. It was built around a huge Mayak nuclear power plant by the Soviets in 1946, and for the first 8 years, residents were forbidden from communicating with the outside world. Like Chernobyl, City 40 was designed as a place to house scientists working at the plant who, unbeknownst to the world, were the leading Soviet Union's nuclear weapons people. And let's see here, maybe a little bit too much backstory for my taste, but it was all surrounded, guarded gates, barbed wire fences, like one of those German holiday camps. Where is it here? So while the Soviet population was having like famine and poverty, these guys had apartments and schools and blah, blah, and whatnot. And then, for the love of God, where does it say when it actually had the meltdown? Is it not?
He's not going to tell you.
For fuck's sakes, I just assumed it would be in the fucking article. Fuck.
Serves you right for not reading it.
Yeah, so take this with a grain of salt because they don't really give us any real information other than ha-ha, tattletale. So I don't know.
Does it say at the bottom that this article was written with the help of an AI?
Well, I think the Daily Star, where this came from, is now an AI paper. So, at this point, who fucking knows?
Yeah. Clickbait.
Yeah, jerk offs.
I tell you what, we'll have to grab that and use it as the new thumbnail for this tonight's show. So we can spin on the The old clickbait there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I think they put that in just to piss me off. It was personal.
Hey, here's more clickbait. There's more clickbait coming.
Yeah.
Your spider senses. Are your spider senses tingling? Well, this mum discovers a spider's nest inside her ear after feeling crackling for weeks. Lucy Wilde from Sale, Cheshire, first noticed an unusual feeling in her ear in mid-October. She felt something crackling in her ear, probably a crisp packet, when she woke up. She assumed it was wax. She
thought it was dried semen at first. I mean, she's from Cheshire, right?
Yeah, well, they're soaked in it. She had previously removed a spider from her ear using olive oil. She managed to coax out. What are spiders attracted to olive oil? I don't try a piece of cheese or something. I don't know how it works.
I know that black widows prefer a Caesar salad, but I'm not sure across the board.
Anyway, she thought that was the end of it. However, when her scratchy pain continued, she decided to take another look with an earbud camera. I'm just finding out stuff I never knew existed. Earbud cameras, spiders attracted by olive oil.
Earbud camera.
Coming to?
Earbud camera. I recommend buying those used.
To her horror, she found what she believes to be a spider's nest. I pulled it out my ear. It was like something from Stranger Things, the 29-year-old said. She sought medical help, and after a painful procedure, the alleged nest was suctioned from her ear by doctors to clear it out.
So she thought she had Winona Ryder in her fucking ear? It's weird.
No, that is horrible. Yeah, Lucy still believes there might still be some remnants left in there and claims she has been emotionally scarred. Oh, so have we, sweetheart. Sharing the experience to warn others. She said, I actually vomited while doing the procedure, and it was that painful and most excruciating pain I've ever felt. People should invest in a smart bud. You need to know what's going on in your ears. Or anywhere else you can probably put one of those things.
Yeah, I bet the next one is going to be because she felt a little scratchy thing by her bum. Quick, I need another camera.
Yeah, get the smart bud. Shove it in there. I've never heard of these smart bud camera things. I'm going to find out about it. It's just an ad.
Yeah, yeah. Give me one and watch how fast I crush it. There's no,
tonight's sponsor.
Yeah. Well, tonight's sponsor could go back to being the Apple Watch because an appeals court stepped in at the last minute and paused the ban on Apple selling the Apple Watch in America because of the patent infringement thing that's going on. To put a little more backstory on it, so about 10 years ago, Apple made a proposal to a company that had O2 oxygen sensors that you could put on your wrist, and just like it's in the Apple Watch, right? And Apple tried to make a deal with them. The deal didn't happen. Over the next couple of years, Apple poached about 20 of their best people for double the salary and stock options and everything. And now Apple has patents on an O2 sensor that goes in the Apple Watch by the same people that they poached from the company who has the original patents. This fight is not going to be quick because I think Apple has finally bit off more than they can chew, and they can't just go, but what amazing, because this one has got real teeth to it. They simply just poached a third of the company's bigwigs and then recreated the technology. At least that's what it looks like, right? So we'll see. We'll see. I really hope that this doesn't become a thing where Apple has to turn the technology off in the watch for a whole whack of users who might need it for health reasons and whatnot, and that's what they bought the watch. This could be ugly for a lot of people, right?
Yeah,
I mean, this is a medical thing, right? This isn't just, yay, I'm an Android user, screw Apple, or what, this isn't fanboy crap. This could be real for people, right? So I hope that, due to it being a medically based piece of technology and not just a toy, that if there are real patent issues, okay, you may get a ban on sales, but I hope that the people that have it, that need it, don't have to go and spend another $500 or whatever on a device just to get the same damn function if it gets shut off. You see what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, and apparently in the latest version, the newer watches, they're going to be having like proper heart monitoring stuff on it as well, which is not really nice.
Yeah, not the half-ass one that most watches have now, but a serious, real deal one. Yeah,
a proper one. Unfortunately, they stole that technology from Area 51, and we are going to be invaded by aliens wanting their patent back.
That's right. Yeah, and I don't think Will Smith's quite young enough to be punching them out anymore. So get to your recruiting office. Come on.
Welcome to Earth.
Funny. So where are we going here?
We're going to prison.
Oh my God, this is such a funny story. And of course, we're back in Cheshire.
Yeah, I know. It all goes on there.
Yeah.
It's Her Majesty's, or I suppose it's His Majesty's Prison now, in style in Cheshire. It's a woman's prison. It's said to be so pleasant over the festive period that criminals deliberately commit crimes to spend Christmas on the inside. Inmates are allowed to make decorations and give each other presents over Christmas. The prison is a former orphanage where most of the 422 inmates are in one of 18 Edwardian houses. Lovely houses. The women can mix freely and get turkey with all the trimmings and all the trim they can get. Staff bring in wrapping paper so inmates can wrap presents for each other. They are free to roam the houses all day. They have their own kitchen and dining room. There's a 60-inch TV, DVD player. It's a nice place to be. It's lovely at Christmas. It's buzzy, to be honest," said one of the officers. "It's really good, even though for people on the outside it might seem a bit strange." They said for women out on, they said women may be out on a license, for the Christmas period, who will deliberately commit a crime to get recalled so they can come back.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
There's a women's prison near me, and all they do on Christmas is hand out carrots.
Uh-oh. Used ones. There's all these snowmen around who can't spell anything.
But if the idea of going, like, if you're out in the street or doing real poorly and stuff, if the idea of going to prison is better than your current situation, rethink prison. I'm not sure that's how it's supposed to work. I just I'm not sure on that, but
yeah. I mean, they are locked up, but it's just nice. I've been on a holiday. I've been to worse holiday camps.
Yeah. Yeah, not as many children got killed during the scouts camp. I was just watching a show that had something about that on it that was real funny. We'll go on about that coming up in a chat show. I've got it marked. It was funny as hell. I can't give it away right now. Incognito mode in a browser. You open up so you open up an incognito browser before you do this, that, and the other thing. This is just too easy a joke to make, and I'm better than that.
Yeah, to get secret cooking recipes. That's what you're talking about.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
To figure out how to bootleg the recipe for a Mars bar, let's say. But there's a 2020 class action lawsuit that is now got the go-ahead, and it argues with a lot of technical jargon behind it that not only is incognito mode complete BS, and the only thing it does is keep it from your browser history, but it's giving out location data and all that stuff to Google still, and it's also sharing all that data with advertising partners and everything else. So
is that why I keep getting all those emails about butt plugs?
Yeah, exactly. Right. 2-for-1 special, because you're always watching more than two people in a video, but yeah, it's yeah, exactly. PJCNet's onto it in the live chat there. If you truly want to make sure that you're in a more real incognito mode, do a little searching on the internet, because it is actually possible, just not with any of the major real browsers, right? They can't afford to keep the coding up, well, as they say, without, giving out this information to monetize us and whatnot. I say it's all bullshit.
It doesn't surprise me, to be honest with you.
Google makes so much money off the internet that it's in their vested interest to code a goddamn browser for us to be there. That's just how it is. That's why Chrome exists, right?
Does it depend what browser you use? Like if you're using Safari in there's like private was incognito thing.
Yeah.
Are they doing the same thing?
Well, this is a suit geared towards Google and Google only. But as we've seen, there is a growing group of the world that are waking up to how abused our privacy and personal rights are on the internet. And I wouldn't doubt that this kind of scrutiny is going at Mozilla and Safari and any other big main browser like Opera right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody use Netscape.
Yeah, no, but
it's so old it doesn't have the technology.
yeah. But there are some browsers out there. Tor, but also Tor is a bit compromised these days, PJ. There's the Brave browser. Yep. There's a couple other out there as well. You can even go so far, if you want to be really into this kind of thing, you can replace the Android operating system on some Android phones and get a way more locked down, controllable experience. Sailfish, a few others. Again, this is the kind of thing, we could get into in a Discord or something, right? Yeah. But I'll end it with this. DuckDuckGo is the search engine you should be using. Look it up.
Yes. Andrew Petrie says he uses Manscaped. best browser.
Yeah.
I hope you got a VPN on that one.
Now this ends up looking like some kind of weird spaceship when I bring up the picture. But Dunk, this is like what's the goddamn word? The Japanese word for Godzilla? Kaiju or whatever.
Kaiju, yeah.
And whatever. But holy shit, eh? What the hell?
It looks like a half-finished meal, if you ask me.
Looks like it looks like the greedy guys from the Next Generation. It looks like their ship.
Yeah.
The Ferengi.
Ferengi, yeah. So a huge stingray has been discovered with massive bites taken out of each side and blood still pouring from its wounds. An expert has weighed in what it might have been responsible. Oh, God, any guesses, anybody? Any guesses?
I would say it was
out of the side.
I would say it was homeless Bob having a shower in the lake and no? Okay.
No, it was synchronized piranha. No, the creature was discovered on Wednesday morning at 75-mile beach in Queensland, Australia, still bleeding from its wounds. Apparently, a shark was likely responsible for the attack. Such an attack isn't uncommon. Let me get that right. And the sharks are opportunistic feeders.
Yeah.
Got it out eventually.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. Oh my Lord, what do you think did this? Take these huge shark-like shaped bites out of a nice piece of fish.
How?
What could it possibly be?
How did it possibly get away? Or did it just land on the beach because it wasn't under its own propulsion anymore? There's a lot of that thing missing.
Do you think it was like two sharks, doing like that scene? What was the film where the dogs eat the spaghetti and they get into the middle? The Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was going to say the puppy and the hound. I was like, I know that's not right.
Fox and the Hound.
Yeah.
The stingray and the two sharks. Yeah. Jump.
But that's nasty. That's nasty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wonder. I mean,
that's why you shouldn't play with your food. Just eat it and go do something else.
It just got the best bit.
Yeah. I guess that's the breasts, right? That shark who's having Thanksgiving dinner and he don't do dark meat.
No. Ooh, not eating,
No,
not
don't do that. Don't you? I meant turkey. Damn it! Don't. No.
I wasn't going to be racist. I was going to say it's a good job he wasn't eating his anus.
Oh, just good to say it. Oh yeah, good save. Good save. So okay, where are we here? Oh, okay. So Chinese smartphone company Xiaomi, Xiaomi, whatever they're called, they want to become a top 5 automaker in the next 15 to 20 years. And they're about to release a car. And what they've done is just release the Porsche Panamera with their badge on it. Like, look at that. They just stole the car. You can't do that. But they've been developing their own operating system for their phones and stuff for the last 7 years. And what's going on here? I mean, even in the write-up guy here says it. It looks like somebody grafted the nose of a McLaren onto a Porsche, right? I didn't even read that because as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, I'm doing this story. But they've been developing this platform for the last 7 or 8 years or whatever it is, and they think they're ready to have a connected ecosystem environment based on their own software and whatnot that will be beneficial to everybody. So I want everybody in the chat to put their hand up. Who wants a cell phone and a car and whatnot that are completely tied in together and whatnot, that are owned, designed, and software updated by a Chinese company? Raise your hand if that's what you want.
Sounds great.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Yeah, $20.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen any yet. Hold on, I'll get my binoculars just in case you're standing at the back. But now I want to finish this off with a report quick. I don't have the article up of Kia. We reported very recently about a $60,000 battery pack replacement for a Kia that did nothing but scratch the underneath of the car driving over a rock or something, right?
Yes.
Now, Kia responded and said, no, they're not $60,000. That's a misquote from the dealership and whatnot. Okay. And then 4 days later, another guy in Eastern Canada hit something in his Kia, the exact same one, the Ioniq 5 or whatever it's called. And there was a little, scrapey damage and stuff on the bottom of the car where the battery pack is. And he as well got a bill for $56,000 and some odd cents or whatever for the battery pack replacement, which necessitated his car being written off as well. Right now, there was more information on that one as well, because the people, when they dropped their car off at the dealership to have it checked out after they ran over something, were given a video by the dealer people. Hey, look, everything's fine. There's just a few scratches under your car, but it's all good. There's a little bit of fairing damage in the front where it's separated. So we're just going to send it over to the body shop and they'll get that done for you. No problem. And then the body shop instantly.
And also there were no warnings.
That's right. No warnings on the dash or anything. And then the body shop said, oh no, the battery pack has actually been damaged. Part of the cooling system is crushed on the inside. The car's not drivable, but the person had been driving it for days with no warning lights on the dash. And it's a whole bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. There's no way that running over a pothole or a small rock or whatever, or maybe somebody drops something out their window or whatever, but the kind of things where you go dunk when you're driving and go, oh shit, that sucks, should not write off a car. This has got to stop. And Kia Hyundai have a huge, long reputation of this kind of engineering garbage as well. Let's not forget. Theirs are the most easily stolen cars in America and whatnot. Recently, about 10 years ago or so, 12, 13 years, whatever it was, they went on a hiring spree and they bought up some designers who really know how to make a car look nice. But I'm sorry, and it sucks if you own one, but they're junk. Stay the fuck away from that company. What are you supposed to say? If you write the car off because you hit a pothole, your insurance goes up and you did nothing wrong except drive the goddamn car. Yeah. That can't be. That can't be. you know, it's stupid. So yeah, you know, just these kind of things maybe aren't the end all be all we needed, but Dunk has a way of ending this show, and all I can say is we always are hovering the bowl around here, aren't we?
Well, I'll see if I can get this one through quickly.
Well, take a little extra if you need, because God knows he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I mean, is your wife a knob chopper? A man whose wife chopped off his penis and flushed it down the toilet has forgiven her.
What?
He allegedly launched a vicious attack on December 22 near Sao Paulo, Brazil, after convincing her partner they were going to have kinky sex. After tying his arms and legs to the bed with her underwear and getting him erect, she pulled out a razor and sliced off his dodger. As the vengeful wife then allegedly snapped a picture of the severed appendage before chucking it down the toilet. She later turned herself into local police and declared herself she performed the sick act after becoming convinced her husband has slept with her 15-year-old niece.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, this woman needs to be locked up forever.
Now the man who has not been named... Okay.
How are they still together? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the man who has not been named has told his side of the story. It all happened very quickly. He tells about this story. He pushed on her. I put my hand on my organ and it was gushing a lot of blood. And I asked, "Why did you do that?" No, okay. My first response was, "Get off me, you fucking bitch!" No, he goes, "Why did you do that?" The man added his wife of 2 years had been jealous and possessive, and
no shit, Sherlock.
She's even broken his brand new mobile phone in a previous fit of rage. I bet he wished it stopped there. But I forgive my wife after she chopped off my penis and flushed it down the loo. She said it was bad for our relationship, but I would never imagine it would get to that point, right? No, we never will again. She is a person who will have a negative impact on my life forever. Is that a good thing? What?
Okay, hold on a second here. There's only one thing I can say now. I mean, he's not the ugliest guy in the world. She kind of looks like something you'd drop in the loo herself. But, I mean, why is this guy hooked on this chick? You know, does she have, like, magical fairy sparkles up her fucking snatch? What the hell's going on here?
I think basically she's threatened to cut off his bollocks if he doesn't forgive him.
Jesus Christ.
She's just slowly working through his anatomy. Yeah. It's just murdering him in one small bit at a time.
Yeah, that was actually his legs that washed up the other day. We just haven't gotten to that part of the story yet.
Yeah, he hasn't noticed yet because he's too busy worrying about his penis being missing. Exactly. Oh, wait a minute. I had 3 penises, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He just pulled another one out of the toolbox and reattached it. I mean, at this point, right? You know.
Well, all we can say is the investigation is ongoing.
Yeah, and so is our lives. So we got to say goodnight, everybody. We're done for today. Tomorrow we've got a 42 show. It's a bit of a year-end wrap-up, but we're going to do more of that on New Year's. We're starting New Year's at noon Pacific, and it's going to be an all-day drunk fest. Get your punk asses over here and check it out and hang out with us and have some fun. We'll do shits and giggle goodbyes now and then hit the music loud. Big shout out to CF Beauty, who runs everything in the background, like lives and drug and alcohol addictions and sexual fantasies and all kinds of stuff you guys don't know anything about, but maybe we'll let you into it next year. We got BME, Liam Wakefield, Shayna Caldwell, Sketch Crasher, The Crowd, and PJ CNET on the mod team as well. And PJ CNET, watch where you walk your dog, because you don't want him chewing on other people's used dildos, man. That's a nasty park you got there.
clean them up, take them down the charity shop. And thank you all our subscribers and all you little people out there who like donate and all that kind of stuff. If you did, well, I don't know if you do, but yeah. Oh, we just got one in. We just got one in for $5. A little wavy fox from Susan Reisky. And thank you very much. And yeah, we'll see you next time. And if you haven't seen it, go and see the year-end address because it's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. And Susan, thanks. My lap's real warm now. We'll see you soon, fellow babies. Good night.
Bye. Stay shilly.